Hello viewer, welcome to my another session of MS Excel Macro 2010. In this session we will see what is the objective of this session, what is an array in VBA, types of arrays, demo for static and dynamic array. So objective of this session is, after this session you will learn what is an array, types of arrays, how to declare static and dynamic arrays in VBA, how to assign values in arrays. So first of all, what is an array? So arrays are variables which store multiple values in a single variable of same data type. As array holds multiple values, so each value in it is called element, and each element of an array is referred by an index number, and the index number of an array starts with 0. We can change the index start with by using option base and then the index number start from. Now we will see what is the types of an array. So arrays are of different types like static array. Static array is nothing but we know so how many elements that array has to be inside it, meaning the length of the variable we know. And dynamic array meaning we don't know the length of an array but we declare it as a variable of variant data type. And then one-dimensional array. So one-dimensional array meaning we are declaring the multiple values of same data type but in a single row. Example, you can see here there are 5 columns but in a single row, meaning we are declaring a variable, an array, static array of length 4 holding 5 elements. And two-dimensional array is nothing but it's in a tabular form, like having rows and columns. Like you can see here, this table shows that the two-dimensional array is having 4 columns and 2 rows, meaning it is going to hold 4 into 2, that is 8 elements. You will see more while I'll be explaining practically. I will be showing you demos practically, then you will understand more about one-dimensional array and two-dimensional array. Now we will go to the Excel workbook and from there we will do the demo for static and dynamic arrays. For going to the Visual Basic Editor, we will click on Developer as it is already selected. So we will click on the Visual Basic tab. Now we are placed into the Visual Basic Editor. Just double click on Sheet 1. So here we will write subroutine to get started. Start with sub, place some name. In this case I am giving demo for arrays. Now before starting with the code, just I would like to tell you why we need arrays. Why? So take an example. In a week there are 7 days, and suppose we want to declare a variable of same data type to hold the number of days of the week. So for that I will have to declare 7 variables of string data type. So to avoid that declaring number of variables for same data type, we declare array, so that we will declare once and we will provide the length because it is going to hold the data for same data type. So in spite of declaring 7 variables for number of days in a week, we will declare one variable weekdays as an array holding 7 values, 7 elements. So that is what the array comes into picture. Now we will see how to declare array. So first we will see how to declare static array. For declaring an array, just start with dim and then the array name, array variable name. In this case I am giving weekdays and then the length of it. So as by default the index start with 0, so I'll be placing length as 6. So it is going to hold the 7 values, that is the number of days of the week, and then as and the data type. So as it is going to hold the data variable, the values of string data type, so I'll be declaring this as string data type. Now we have declared the array of string data type for holding 6 values of days. Now we will assign values to each of the placeholder, that is each of the index. So for that, weekdays start with 0 equals to Monday. So the same way we will assign all the values. So I'm just copying and pasting it. So this way we have assigned values to the array weekdays from 0 to 6. So from the days Monday to Sunday. Now we will see how to use this array in message box. So like I'm going to display message to the user just using message box, MSG box, and then static variable weekdays variable value is and then I will concatenate it with ampersand and then we will assign the weekdays and then the index number. So in this case you can take any of the index number of this variable. So take like example 3. Now we will execute it and see what is it going to display. Just go to the Excel workbook and run the macro. Now you have seen static weekdays variable value is Thursday, meaning we have displayed the value of array Thursday, which is assigned at index number 3. So this way we can declare a static variable and assign values to those variables and use it by referring its index number in a program. So this way we can declare static variable, then assign a value and then use it by referring its index number in any code. Now we will see how to declare a dynamic variable and how to assign values to dynamic array variable. For declaring a dynamic array, we will start with and the variable name. So here I'll be declaring weekday days 2 and then opening bracket and closing bracket, and in that I am not providing any length, and then the data type. So for dynamic array the data type will be variant, as we are going to assign the values of any data type as it is variant. Now how to assign values to dynamic arrays. So for that, weekdays 2 equals to, and then I'll copy the value for this. So this way we will assign value to dynamic array. Like you can see, weekdays 2 and after that equal to sign and then array and opening bracket and then closing bracket, and between opening bracket and closing bracket we will be assigning values like number of days in this case within double quotes and then each value separated by comma. So this is the syntax for assigning values to dynamic arrays. Now we will display a message for any of the element which we just assigned in dynamic array weekdays 2. For that, MSG box and then type any text values, like in this case I'm typing dynamic array values is, and then double close the text with double quotes, and after that we will use the ampersand and for concatenating, and then weekdays 2 and then the index number, place any index number. In this case I'm placing 6 and then close the bracket. Now our code is ready for displaying the message for dynamic array weekdays 2, the value of index number 6. We will comment the previous message. Now we will go to the Visual Basic Excel workbook. Now run it macro. Now you can see the message is displayed. Dynamic array value is Sunday. So value assigned to index number 6 for weekdays 2 array as Sunday. So the same thing is displayed as we referred the index number 6 in message box. So this way we have seen how to declare arrays, how to assign values to arrays, how to assign values to static arrays, and how to assign values to dynamic arrays. So in my next session I'll be going with one-dimensional array and two-dimensional array. Thank you.